All right. Let's see. Let's go to Raleigh.
Oh,
One of my favorite locations.
Great
38128. Lots of good stuff going on in Raleigh. Let me give you these stats, and then we'll talk about Raleigh. From Jan 1 to July 31, 497 sales.
Wow.
That's a lot of activity.
Yeah.
1,400 square feet is the average sales price, and 98,875 is the average sales price. That was average square feet. Average sales price is 98,875. 100 grand.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good things in Bartlett. In Raleigh, what comes to your mind is something that's positive in Raleigh?
Oh, I mean, it's a solid area. It's close to Bartlett. It's convenient to town.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stability to it. The city just put tore down Raleigh Springs Mall, built the city center, whatever they put over there. And so lots of great things.
You've got a 400,000 square foot Nike plant and a 700,000 square foot Amazon plant that are right beside each other that are driving jobs.
For sure.
Driving tons. Like if you go up Overton Crossing around 3:30 when shift changes, it's a madhouse. I mean, it's a madhouse right at that intersection where those plants are. So I tell you all that because that means there's jobs. And if you're receiving property from me on every 3812 house, you're seeing me write the note, Nike and Amazon plants. It's really driving jobs up there. I mean, like
huge.
Big time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's
over
really
the past,
affected
it's
that
probably
market.
been within the last 10 years, and definitely in the last 5 years, they've put even more emphasis on all that.
So Nike was there
Nike
first.
started,
and then Amazon
probably
came right
10 years
behind
ago, and then Nike did a little addition, and then Amazon came, a huge addition. You're talking hundreds of thousands of square feet.
Man, distribution, Nike, Amazon, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
so,
it's awesome. I love it that they're investing in our city.
In Raleigh, I believe. So let me give you a little history on Raleigh. When the city was developing in the 60s, Fraser was one of the first suburbs of the city. And then one of the second ones was Raleigh.
Yes.
So you had some development in Midtown and going out. But if you, in the 60s, if you said, hey, we're going to move out to the burbs, that was 127. And then in the 70s, it kind of turned into 128 in that development. Rock and Raleigh, man. You can see, and you'll be able to see that like the homes are brick mainly.
Oh, yeah.
At least 3 bedrooms. There's not a whole lot of 2-1s in Raleigh. So they were
family homes.
Family homes.
Yep,
so there's 3 and 4 bedroom homes out there. So if you can find something that makes sense, I think it's solid as a rock.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's nothing I wouldn't look at right now in Raleigh unless it's overpriced or terrible condition. Anything else I'd take a look at and try to make the numbers work.
But as far as location, it's great.
5 minutes from Highway 240. You can get anywhere in the city in 15 or 20 minutes. So I'm super high on Raleigh. 38128.
Yeah. And Chris Core Property Management managing dozens and dozens of property over there.
I've got 4 or 5 in Raleigh.
Yeah, because it's a great investor market for family.
Solid.
And just any rental house.
So rate that. Maybe we should have been rating these. Like in your zip codes, where do you have 38128? Like for the price point, the $100,000 price point, probably the best. What would you put up against Whitehaven? 115.
Yeah, I mean it is pound for pound.
It's probably the best.
It's probably the best.
So for the $100,000 range, if that's where you're at, I'm targeting Raleigh. Maybe 38116 next or 115. But I don't. Yeah, I think you're getting your money's worth in Raleigh.
Yeah, because as we know, there's been some appreciation up there.
Man, yeah.
I mean, a ton, right? A ton, but I think there's still more to come.
25%.
Yeah,
it's gone up in the last 12 months.
Yeah. And most investors didn't plan for appreciation. I know this one didn't.
I didn't.
No. And run your numbers as if depreciation ain't coming, and it's just kind of it's gravy.
Do you remember when we used to preach on no appreciation here?
Yes.
I used to preach to investors, hey, if it's cash flow, we're king. But if there's appreciation you're looking for, this isn't your market.
Yep.
Now we're both.
Yeah. And I don't know what the future looks like, but I definitely know that I don't want to say we were foolish, but by not taking that into consideration, we missed opportunities.
Big time.
Big time.
We did.
Yes.
I never bought in any location thinking, wow, this is going to double 20% more, double
over the next 5 to 10 years. Yeah. And that if you had seen the appreciation that was coming,
you would have bought up and
you
really
could have
planned.
made a killing. a fortune,
And look, some
a big fortune. There people made a small fortune. These people could have made a big fortune.
And there's guys coming to me now.
Yeah.
And if you're listening and you're one of our investors and you're thinking about selling, now is the time. I'm having guys come to me in these Raleigh areas that bought them for 35 grand 15 years ago, and they're now wanting to kind of move out of them. So if you're one of those guys listening, we'll be happy to help you with that. Okay.